Hello! It's been so long since I've filmed one of these because life was lifing really hard for a couple of weeks there. I was also having so much fun. It was a Brat adjacent summer and I was having a really good time and doing a lot of things. And instead of confining myself to a podcast, spending 5 hours like every weekend doing that shit, I was like, you know what? Let me live a little bit. So to my handful of dedicated fans. Thank you for your patience. And fly. And for my Marty and Missy fans, coffee, dingle dingle. 2 weeks ago, couldn't stop saying it. It was my take of the week. It was coffee, dingle dingle. That's such a good sound. Really put it in there. Nice. A little ASMR to start off your day. Good morning if you're listening at the ass crack of dawn when this comes out. Happy Friday. Um, we're here, we're queer, we're working it all out today. So, first of all, let me apologize again for just how long it's taken me to fucking film a podcast. Um, because I just have like I don't live like a necessarily super exciting life. Like I do fun things, but I haven't found myself in a place to yap in a while. What are these pants doing? Outfit of the day. Can you even fully see? But I'm finna sit cross-legged, girl. Okay. Um. So yeah, I'm sorry for the delay to all my many three fans, but life was lifing. But also, when I did have the time to podcast, I was like, I don't even know what to yap about because I haven't really like gone through anything. I've just been vibing real hard. Um, and I've already talked about all my past drama. So, not all of it, but there was nothing, I had nothing in my brain. I wasn't, there was nothing going on in here. I also just started a new job, which I absolutely love. And, it is very intense though. And I was just like, I don't even have brain after work. Like, after work, brain go bye bye. So, yeah, I just wasn't in the place to pods, but here we are. We're here. We came back. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm always here to stay. Do not fret. So yeah. Now I still don't really feel like I have a particular topic to yap about, but I have a bunch of little thoughts that came into my brain the last couple months. So we're gonna start with that. How about that? First, we're gonna start with some songs of the week because I got some good feedback on that episode. These are songs that are living in my brain rent fucking free. And let me explain to you why. I live in Austin, Texas. The weather is weathering so hard. It's beautiful. The heat finally broke. So it's now a chilly 90 degrees. But the mornings do feel like fall. And it's beautiful and amazing and I love it so much. So these songs are giving like fall, like it's a little bit like it's a cool fall morning and like you're like walking through the world and you have a coffee in your hand and you're like, "Ah, everything is just like about me right now." And it's fall and there's cinnamon and pumpkins. Yeah, I'm being basic as shit. Leave me alone. Yeah, let me have this. Can I have one thing? So the first song of the week is Sailor Song by Gigi Perez. And I wrote down the names. I mean, the other two songs are people that I would have never forgotten. But I know last time I was like, I don't know who the fuck this is by. So we have the song and the artist written out here. We have Gigi Perez, the Sailor Song. This song, it's all over TikTok. If you haven't listened to it in full, I would highly recommend. It's so good and I don't know what it means to be a sailor, but like in this when I listen to the song I feel I do. I feel I'm like this. I'm searching the waves. I'm full speed ahead. I'm directing the sails. like I'm speaking to the sea. It's just really beautiful when I listen to this song, and it's like it's a very young person song. Not that I'm not young, I'm a small boy, so small, so tiny, but it's giving like 16 years old, and I don't give a fuck. So say what you want about that, but I'm a little baby sailor and I'm listening to the song, so leave me alone. But it just makes you feel like, you know, like for those of you just listening, like hand on my chest, just like I feel something in there. It's like not a sad yearning song. Yearning, big theme in this day and age. Me and my bestie Jules, we, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who aren't familiar, we have started jamming with the idea of being a girl band. Our band is called Girl Band, and we just recently tried to write a song about yearning. So yearning has been coming up a lot in my life. But this song makes you feel like happy yearning, like there's something out there for me yearning, which I don't know if that's really the essence of the song, but it's the way it makes me feel. Um, yeah, yeah. Me thinking I wouldn't be able to yap today is hilarious. I got two. This is my second coffee of the day. Listen again. We're in this. We're in this. We're locked in. The next song of the week is Indecision by Sampha, which is another song that's all over the TikTok. And it's not a new song, I don't believe, but TikTok does that. It'll like resurge these songs that have been out and like make them seem new. I don't actually know. Let me look. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Yeah, 2013, bitch. I'm dead. I'm dead. The song's from 2013. That's crazy. Sampha goes hard as fuck. He's a talented bitch, and I love that he plays the piano. No one knows me like the piano in my mother's home. And respect, like my parents don't listen to this anyway. They fucking sold my childhood piano, my baby grand piano that I always wanted to inherit. That's literally so fucked up. That was supposed to be mine. I'm still not over it. That piano has seen sides of me, but I digress. Indecision, like that's another song you're like waking up, like walking in a cool, brisk breeze. It's fall, like this is your fall arc. Like things are changing. Like let it all work out. Let it all work out. Yeah, it goes hard. That's how you go when you listen to that song. Banger, banger. Really good song. So if you haven't listened to that in full, definitely recommend a headphones in moment. Like you're like, this is me, period. The next song is another old song, but I heard it on the radio. The radio, bitch. No, I didn't. I did not hear it on the radio. I heard it like in a coffee shop, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't heard this song in forever. Let's see when the song came out. I'm actually curious. The 2000s, that's crazy. Idiotic by Radiohead. Um, hadn't listened to that song in probably 10 years and heard it and I was like, okay, fall theme song. And that one's like more moody. That one's a little more like the other two are like happy yearning. This one's a little more like sad yearning. I looked up what it was about too because it felt like it. And it's apparently, even though it hasn't been spoken, I don't think, by anybody in Radiohead, it's supposed to be about uh climate change or something, or like the end of the world. And like that makes sense because they're like ice age come, like that makes sense, but like in my head I'm like they're talking about something deeper and they're like no, they're literally talking about the end of the world, like what the fuck. But to me it just feels like I'm moody, I'm mysterious, I'm walking down these streets, no one knows who I am. That's it. Ooh, oh, I dribbled a little bit there. Uh-oh. So those are the songs of the week. Check them out, listen to them. feel the fall feels via these songs. I got oop, I got a new tattoo. I haven't filmed since my birthday. Oh my god, that's what I can talk about. So I got this lucky tattoo because I'm a lucky girl. I've had the luckiest year of my life so far. God bless. Literally thanks to the good Lord and manifestation and not drinking is what I contributed to. I've had literally the luckiest, most amazing year of my life. It's so cool. So I was like, bitch, like brand yourself with the word lucky. Because once I get an idea in my head, I'm like, I'm doing that. So I'm a lucky girl. I do lucky things. Lucky, all good things come to me. Everything works out for me. Don't know all the words just yet, but I love that song so much. Another song. That was more a song for August. It's September now, babe. Catch up. I will touch on maybe my birthday for a sec. This was my first birthday sober, and it was absolutely beautiful and delightful and amazing and wonderful and wow, 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 no notes. Compared to my last birthday, it was very much more chill. My last birthday was my first birthday out of a relationship where I like didn't take care of myself and like never celebrated myself and like he didn't either. Um, and like really hadn't celebrated my birthday for real in like 3 years with that person. So last year I was like, I'm making up for lost time, 3 day extravaganza, club, another club, party, party, party. And it was amazing. And I would have it no other way. It was literally the most amazing birthday. But this birthday was amazing in its own way of like, I'm just a fucking girl growing into herself. And it's so beautiful and amazing. And I just keep saying these words. But it was so like beautiful to feel like this was the first birthday I feel like I didn't feel like a little bit sad underneath. Like I feel like every birthday I end up crying just a little bit, which I still did, but in a different way. Um because duh. Because I'm just a girl in this world who doesn't cry on their birthday. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Um so this was like the first birthday where I was really like shit's aligning. Like I actually am really proud of who I'm becoming. Like I feel beautiful. I felt so beautiful that day. I still feel beautiful, obviously. Like I felt beautiful that day. I felt so loved. My friends made me feel so amazing. They like really just like came the fuck through with like just being the best. I love my babies. Nikki, Eliza, Goosey, Jules, Caitlin, you're all amazing and I love you. Thank you so much for making my birthday so special. Um don't think any of them regularly listen to this podcast. Maybe Jules and Caitlin will hear that, but the other three, maybe not. Anyway, I love them so much anyway. It doesn't matter because I love them. My beautiful friend Amy, too. You made me feel so special, too. Um, yeah, I just had such a beautiful, beautiful. I can't stop saying that. What the fuck? It was amazing to have a birthday where you're sober and you still like have such an elated time. We on that Friday, my birthday fell on a Sunday. The Friday, I got myself a little spa treatment, which wasn't as good as I was hoping for, but it was funny, so it's fine. That Saturday, we all floated the river together, and I was like, oh, like I just have my babies here, and we're just fucking vibing, like elite vibes. And then that night, we got sushi. We ate our little hearts out, and then on my actual birthday, my bestie took me to brunch, and then we saw my favorite band. Like, there's really nothing better than that. Like, so simple, but just elite vibes. So much fun. Amazing to not wake up with a panic that Monday because I was hungover or anything. Went for a run on my birthday, which like who the fuck does that? Not me. But like ran the furthest I ever ran. So proud of myself. Great birthday. And that brings us to today. That was more than a month ago. So yeah, that's what's been going on in my life, in case you fucking care. Back to the show. I've also taken a break from dating for a while. Like the last like 2 months, I haven't really dated anybody. Um, and that's been interesting. I recently started dating again. Like I haven't even started dating again. I recently downloaded Hinge again after telling myself I need a man meet a man in the wild and then never leaving my house. So yeah. I was like, okay, actually girl, until you like start doing things, you're gonna have to. But I'm doing it much more intentionally now, and I say that every time, but shut the fuck up. Stop coming for me. Whatever. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I've got some more hot takes for you guys because, like I said, I don't really have too much to yap about, even though I've managed to yap for probably 30 minutes already. I've got some more hot takes, hot or not moments. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I think they're hilarious. And some of these, ooh, ooh, if this was a popular podcast, I'd probably get canceled or shut the fuck down for this one in particular, but I don't really care. We'll start with a less trivial one. The first one is I I'm gonna sound like a fucking narcissist. I love listening to the sound of my own voice. I love listening to my voice memos when I send them to people. I listen to them over and laugh so hard because I'm so funny. Um, yeah, I'll listen to them over and over again. I love listening to I don't love like I'm not going out of my way to listen to my podcast, but every once in a while like when I finish one podcast of someone else's, it'll just go to my newest episode. And like I'll listen and I'll be like I'm not like immediately like can't listen. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, "Oh no, I can't hear my own voice." And I'm like, "Bitch, I love my own voice. I'm hilarious." Excuse me. Fuck it. That's my controversial opinion, and if you think that I'm a if you like I feel like people might be lying because they're like, "Oh my god, no, I'm so coy. I can't listen to my own voice." Like it doesn't make me I'm just cool and funny and I recognize that. So shut the I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm just so funny. Okay. The next one, and this probably isn't that hot of a take, but I just want to point it out for you bitches, is audiobooks don't fucking count as reading. And if you're counting that as a book that you've read, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to the people that love you. Audiobooks don't count as reading. You're listening and you're barely listening and you're definitely not absorbing it as much as you would when you read. And the point of reading is that it's kind of hard to do and it requires patience and skill and like blah blah blah. And it's fine to listen to audiobooks, but don't go around and be like, I read a book. That's like the same thing as watching a TikTok and being like, I read an article. Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You listened to someone else read for you because you didn't want to put that mental effort in, and that's fine, but it's a discipline and it's disrespectful to people who read. Me, a reader. No, I'm totally fucking around, but I'm actually not. So, okay. I have two more, and these are the more ooh, ooh, ooh. These are the more trivial ones. So this is a hot take, okay? I would say that 90% of the people that are in therapy don't actually need fucking therapy, especially the therapy that's out there today. I think it's a lot of people like just getting patted on the head and being like, "No, you're okay and you're doing a great job." And I think therapists are scared to actually have an opinion now because I mean, I'm pretty sure therapy is not about having an opinion, it's about guiding you to your own opinion, but I don't think that that's what they're doing either. I think a lot of people are like I feel like just maybe like figure it the fuck out. I think there's a lot of people who don't need therapy that are in therapy and like that's my thought. Sorry. And there's an incredible Joe Rogan episode about it. Fuck, I need to figure out who that's with. I'm gonna have to figure it out right now. 1 second. Abigail Schreiner. Okay, so the episode of Joe Rogan with Abigail Schreier, um, number 2109. It's so interesting because this woman actually does the research behind it. She like talks about how it's actually not helping people in a real way, and I can't articulate that. No, but she can, and I recommend you listen to it. Because that's what I'm saying. Like if you think what I just said is fucking insane, reconsider. Listen to the episode and tell me what you think. I'm actually interested. Um, and I talked about this with my sister who is also in therapy. She was in therapy. I don't know if she still is, but like she had similar sentiments of like she listened to the episode and she was like, "No, like I think that's true because sometimes my therapist like doesn't give me the constructive feedback that I need. She's just like a yes man, and that's not what we need in this day and age. We need people to like help us critically think. I think therapy, I think there's a need and a place for it, but I don't think like I think now it's just like buzzy to be in therapy. And I don't know, like if you want to spend your money on that, whatever, but I think like there's more constructive things you can do. And I think part of the part of it is like figuring it out on your own, like and like being able to I don't fucking know, whatever. Whatever. I just that's my take. I think therapy is like buzzy right now and I think a lot of people need it, but I think a lot of people don't need it. And I think that it can actually be more harmful than good in some instances. So listen to that episode and just like get a different perspective. If that statement pissed you off, like and I was in therapy up until like literally maybe a year or two ago. Like I did therapy on and off and like I was always like, yeah, that's like I want to do therapy. I want to be in therapy. I want to like I was always like I always wanted to get a good job so I could have insurance so I could afford therapy. And funny that I'm there now and now I'm like I actually I actually don't think it would be as helpful as I think it is. I think there are other things that will be more constructive to it. But so listen to it. Anyway, I think breath work and connecting to yourself and like those things can be more helpful. I am. And everyone's different, but that's just my opinion. It's my opinion. You guys know that TikTok or meme or whatever? Whatever. And this last one, I don't even know if I can say this. We might edit her out. Um, if I did edit it out, I decided not to do the last one because I am actually scared to have it on the internet. But if I decide to put it in, no, I can't. I can't. So no, we're just gonna leave it at that. Because this last one, no, I actually don't think it should be on the internet. Oh, I have one last one, and it's funny. So we'll end on this note. Guys with soft hands are like the worst. And I stand on that. I stand on business and I stand on that. I was seeing a guy for briefly like a couple months ago, and he had the softest, smallest hands. And like literally like holding hands, I was like, I'm holding a child's hands. They're so soft and tender. Feel up a tree, okay? Go rub your hand on some bark. Go like this. Uh, make them manlier because what the fuck? What the fuck? I hate guys with teeny tiny soft hands. Go away. Ew, gross. And I stand on that. Anyway, like I just need a blue collar man, I feel. Because I need a man with nice, rough, calloused hands. Or a guy who like, I don't know, feels up a tree once in a while. This last segment is brought to you by me and my friends who are just absolutely fucking insane and unhinged. And it's going to be this new segment I like to call fun words and sayings to take with you. So stupid. But like just like dumb little things that we say that are so funny and quirky. The first one is Brat adjacent summer. Like I'm seeing Brat summer everywhere, and to be frank, I'm really not. I don't really know who like I know who Charlie XCX is. I don't really know her lore. I don't really know the story behind it, but I can imagine what a Brat summer is. I don't think I'm doing that. I think there are, correlation does not equal causation. I think I think I'm having a Brat adjacent summer. So if you're like not fully bratting out, you're having a Brat adjacent summer. Did you have a Brat adjacent summer or a Brat summer? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. The next one is this one's so funny. Me and my friend Caitlin were like doing like we were having what we call like a little we were like lightly trauma dumping and we call it diet trauma. So like when you're like when you like casually talk about your trauma and like you forget it's traumatic and then you're like in the middle of talking about it with a friend and I'm like, "Hey, sorry for like trauma dumping right now." And like you don't think of it as heavy. So you're like it's diet trauma, but like you're not talking about it like it's heavy, so it's like diet trauma. Do you know what I mean? Like are you ready for a little bit of diet trauma? Like it's not that deep, but I need to talk about this kind of thing. Um like it's like you've already talked about it, you've already intellectualized it, but you need to tell it for like the story to make sense or whatever, or like you're just bringing up to talk about it, whatever, but it's not like, "Hey, I need to get this deep dark trauma off my desk." It's diet trauma. Diet trauma. What I do on this podcast every day. Every time. I'm having a little diet trauma for you right now. Would you like some diet trauma? Are you okay with some diet trauma right now? Uh Trauma zero. Trauma zero. That's so funny. Diet trauma. Okay. The next one has two meanings, and it's not something that I've really spoken about with people, but it's something that's come up in my life a few times. And like in my head, I'm like, and I'm gonna this. So the first time I heard it, it's actually in my tarot cards. One of the cards says peaceful redirection. And a little while ago, I actually think my last podcast recording, I talked about that peaceful redirection, peacefully redirecting. But this one, so I say peaceful redirection. And like it can be like in a serious way or a not serious way. So like if someone's like being a fucking cunt, I'm just gonna be like, oh sorry, I shouldn't say that. If someone's being like a fucking bitch, I'm just gonna be like, and I'm gonna peacefully redirect, like end that friendship by. Or if like someone like just isn't for you anymore, like if like the relationship isn't working out, peacefully redirect. If the situation is like not the vibes, and I'm gonna peacefully redirect. Peaceful redirection, babe. Gonna peacefully redirect this conversation. Like if it gets weird, it can be used in so many ways, but it can also be in a serious way of like, and I'm peacefully redirecting in my life. Like things didn't work out. I'm doing something else. So it's really what you make it. And the last one is something that I didn't even really mean to. It just happened. Like I was talking about a TikTok. All those TikToks that are like, okay, I'll say the thing first. So it's interact 3 times to claim. So you're like, if you're like talking about something with I forgot what me and my friend Sam were talking about, but they were like, um, what was it? Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Just keep doing this. Interact 3 times to claim. I don't even know what I said. But we might have been like talking about being lucky or like something like working out, and then I was like interact 3 times to claim. Like and it just like was so fucking funny. Like those TikToks that are like your life is gonna be like the best it's ever been this month. You just have to fucking use the sound. It can be private. Like, interact 3 times to claim with this statement. So I think that's really funny too. So you guys spread that into the world. Go spread my lore. Um, and that's it. That's literally all I have for you. It's just a lot of this, a lot of that, a little chit chat. A few life updates for you. Hope you enjoyed. Have a beautiful, beautiful Brat adjacent fall. And that's it. Feral fall, diet trauma, peacefully redirect, interact 3 times to claim. Have the best time ever. Love you so much.